Still alive? Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it. So this is the moon's reflection? The mysterious realm beyond the gate? I can't sense anything. I guess I could try opening the gate once more. No response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside. If this was the space that killed both Revier and his lover, or... No, I'm not unscathed. Even the air here feels... I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution. I don't believe Dotori's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back to the others, I must return. Emptiness. Silence. What is this place? Or maybe the real question is, what is it for? What's this? Looks like it responds to my power. Golden. Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar? I might as well follow it. Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Is this Nasha Town? But isn't Moon Prayer Night over already?
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will. Everyone up. Are these my memories? I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by some impenetrable...
Over here! Over here!
But the people in these memories pass right through me. Just like when I disappeared. If only I had known what would come to pass after that. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This Moon Prayer Night was worth watching after all.
Oh, yes. That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbaloth from the Hexen Circle.
Please, draw the first lunar arcana. This...
My destiny. I believe the card I drew was the moon. Now that I think about it, Barbaloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card. The one that represents... That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think. What?
Fascinating. I've never encountered the...
What's going on? Did that card leave the deck? All I did was try to touch it, and then... Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all. Or... is it possible?
This card.
I need to get to the bottom of this. I'll try touching something else. Is this... the wind? No, it's... no, Traveler!
Herman, listen to me. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so sorry.
Don't say that! Paimon's not a little kid! You didn't leave him behind on purpose, but he's all alone in there. What if something happens to him? What are we gonna do then? We've barely spent any time apart since we met. Is he...
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades. That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, Dottore's lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, they were materials he used to research. We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies. Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Teyvat. Once his third moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the three...
Does that mean...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his...
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
The three moons' authority can influence the very fabric.
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Krai is being enveloped by an unknown... I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it. The issue is, we have no idea what his intention...
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come.
The doctor is guilty of numerous crimes at Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights. His father was murdered by Dottore. His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when
He doesn't see them as his own people, that's why.
Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basis of all his social connections. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Dottoro's actions have gone beyond even what the Fatui could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to be— We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the Three Moons' authority. Even we
Poor traveler. Of all the people to get caught by... We have to go save him right now!
Paimon, I promise you, we are with you all the way.
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take—
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about mounting a rescue operation, I'll find a way.
Paimon knows, but... She's so scared. If anything happens to the traveler, he might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human. He feels pain.
Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone, you're okay?
Put the stuff over there, and be gentle with it. Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottoro's energy field. If I'd left it any longer, I probably would have... Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit... Just go ahead and cry already.
Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make it seem. It's just... She can't.
Oh, Paimon.
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying...
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work?
You've made a discovery?
Polonia, scan. You, hand, now.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Curses! You're next, then you. Dottore, you son of a... He's done something to us! Everyone who entered his research...
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet? Is there a way to figure out its
My best guess is Dottore created it using the Moon Goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing. Ugh! That friggin' maniac!
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye. And when I deciphered it according to the Fatui standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in Nod Cry.
He's mocking us.
Yep, he loves to toy with people. Only in this case... But I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the...
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective.
What a despicable person. And he has the Traveler in his grasp.
If I may, as unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the object.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nod Cry. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. Presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them."
Agreed. The Traveler is Teyvat's 4th descender. All Harbingers are aware of this. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Okay. But we still have to do that rescue operation.
Of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Nod Cry under any My guess is, his curse will only trigger if we leave.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them.
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of Teyvat will be in trouble.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time.
She entered the space beyond the Moon Gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thelindis. I'm sorry, but I feel...
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak, just so
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive battle.
We need to find out the Traveler's location. But there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nodkrai's inhabitants. Can anyone handle...
Snezhnaya is one option. I'll see what I can do.
This would be so much easier if the Traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon. Paimon will join you. She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy. Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
Back here again. That gravitational force that pulled me back. When I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night, I think I influenced If only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon Prayer Night. Maybe we could have stopped Dottore. I feel so heavy. Well, even so, I have back to emptiness and silence again. I should try and find my way back inside that map. From last time isn't showing up. What am I missing? Looks like I need to gather these scattered fragments. It worked! Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
What? This doesn't look like Moon Prayer Night.
Extra, extra! Latest issue of the Nasha Express!
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all. There aren't any festive decorations around. Is this Nasha Town after Moon Prayer Night ended? Did Dottore's plan not affect the town? Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority? Let me see if I can influence anyone else.
So, what do we do next?
Wait, that voice. Paimon?
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
Lauma the Traveler and Mr. Varga are here too.
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Traveler!
Columbina?
I made contact. It's me, Columbina.
Huh?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Huh? Wait a moment. This has happened before. This is what happened when I disappeared. I stood right over there, thinking that no one would ever find. It was only when he called my name that I decided to follow them. But did he turn around because he sensed my touch just... Is it really possible that from in here, if I keep following them, maybe it's that gravity again? Every time I influence reality within that space, this force intervenes and pulls me. It's as if it's trying to stop me from I'm getting weaker and weaker. I'll just have to try another approach next time. Come on, Columbina. Keep going. You have to tell everyone what happened.
Suddenly, I've been plunged into darkness. It feels strange, as if something has grabbed hold of me. Is Toray now
Look at you, standing so still in total silence. I almost didn't recognize you. Hello there, traveler.
He seems to be in a good mood. Wait, what's that behind him?
Ah, so you noticed. This is the completed Trilune. 2 primordial moon marrows and 1 artificial specimen. You are wary of it. Good. Maintain that reverence. You performed well in that recent battle. Brave and reckless as always. Courage is the sign of a true hero. And impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance. I say this not to belittle you. Most creatures are far more timid.
3 moon marrows? Does that mean the artificial one is now complete?
Well spotted. What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say it looks the part.
Toray, are you planting illusions in my mind?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence. Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe. People can even leave their doors unlocked at night. You might say it is the Elysium everyone dreams. All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of...
False beauty is deceitful. Lies are to no one's taste.
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high? Or your expectations of reality? Answer me this. If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain...
That's pure sophistry. It has nothing to do with your action.
As I suspected. You have yet to understand all of this for what it really is.
What do you want from me?
You sound impatient. Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something from you?
If it's not, then why haven't you killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful.
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely ingratiating your... People laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear, I don't say that to flatter you.
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
Call it a long-time habit. I'm a researcher, and one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects. But you misunderstand. We are not opponents. Not at this moment. I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Colombina, and now even Sandrone. You've worked with each of them in the past. I believe you can work with me as well.
What makes you so sure?
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad? I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that. Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals? People come together because it benefits them to do so. If you think of the people you admire, you must surely admit that they have provided some benefit. Morality, ambition, dreams. People have plenty of words to embellish the nature of their relationships. But once you break free from those ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two of you is mutual benefit. And that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. But for what exactly? He has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a fight. You say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
Excellent question. But before I answer, I would ask you the same thing. Gaining Colombina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary feat. But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her. For this artificial moon is not being rejected. Her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world. But they were also shackles that prevented her from ever integrating into Teyvat. I, on the other hand... So what is it that the three moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
I don't make deals with lying psychopaths.
That's quite an accusation. Are you expecting me to get angry with you? Well, this is one aspect in which my personal growth has served me. In the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like this. Like when you and Lesser Lord Kusanali joined forces to oppose me, for example. But things are different now. Just as the rich do not quibble with the poor, I no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs. Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different. And ours is even more unique. I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons. And you were no ordinary person to begin with. Allow me to show you the world, Descender. To stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors. Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk? Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the 4 great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life, death, time. One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually, new life is born, only to embark on the same path of suffering. These 4 divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist. Who makes the rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us? The limits of the body can be rejected. How does it feel to be among those with absolute power? You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit. Only by discarding our useless, primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life, death, time, and space? The power of the Trilune. Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly to... In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead. But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to... After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things. I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what has that got to do with you?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do, and yet, A knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Teyvat beyond a point. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. And all the while, you fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues. Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every...
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create. Like the artificial moon marrow. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not...
Take that back! She's gone because of your action!
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you, I can do better. I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your sister walked, and seek answers from her at the end of that journey, don't you?
Someone like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way...
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your sister right now, bring her before you, and make her give you the answer.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation, but...
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Trilune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world. Why? Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape? Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Is this really what you want? Or has your hand been forced by the promise of that? Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns for? What you want is not friends. It is family. But do they know that I, on the other hand, am far more considerate? Join my experiment, and in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, he's stating some very human truths. Of course he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers. I want to see her. After everything I've been through, words can't describe how much I miss her. Wherever you are right now, do you miss me too?